smell that? That is a sweet, sweet smell of disappointment, mixed with false hope, mixed with I'm still stuck in the past. Yum. Welcome to my channel, you guys. My name is Kelly. If you're new here, subscribe for more. Today we are doing a really fun video, and we are going to be doing a book recommendation video based on your favorite member of One Direction. Let's take a minute for the shirt. Let's take a minute for the shirt, you guys. I was actually waiting to wear the shirt until I filmed this video, so. Also, the candle in the beginning, I know you're probably like, Kelly, where did you get this from? This was actually a gift from, I think this one was from my friend Mara, and this one was from my sister Liz. So, I don't know what that says about me. I'm a slut for One Direction, you guys. They were my high school years. I found them when I was in the 8th grade. No, I was going into 8th grade. No. I was going into 9th grade the summer that I found them. And I literally, this is like my like I found it before it was cool story. I found them on Tumblr because they had won the X Factor, right? We all know the story. And so I saw a post of them when they were doing the X Factor tour, and I was like, who are these babes? I need to know them. And so then I found the video diaries. I cry. And yeah, and then I just fell into a rabbit hole of One Direction, and they were my heart and soul until they broke up in 2015, and I haven't been the same since. But yeah, can you believe that I actually found them before their 1 year anniversary? And then I remember like on the 1 year, I was like, this is crazy. And then people like started finding them because I found them before they released What Makes You Beautiful. And then they released What Makes You Beautiful. And then I feel like the world just was like, One Direction. And I was like, I liked it before it was cool. Anyway, I feel like I jumped on the bandwagon like pretty early on for being in America. Anyway, enough of me rambling and trying to flex on you guys about how long I've been a One Direction fan. Let's just jump into the video, shall we? I'm gonna start with Niall. So Niall, I feel like if you were a Niall girl, you were probably very sweet because he was just like cute. He was like the blonde Niall. I don't care if you agree with me or not, blonde Niall to me was superior. I'm a sucker for a blonde Niall. And so I feel like I can't not recommend the one Irish book, well, one of 2 Irish books that I've read. And so I feel like if you were a Niall girl, you would probably love Normal People. Did you guys see that coming? Was that too predictable? I mean, Normal People is such a good book, and I also feel like I remember seeing somewhere, I could totally be making this up, but I'm almost positive he tweeted about it because of how accurate it was to like growing up in Ireland and just like Irish like high school culture kind of. And Sally Rooney is just like an amazing author. If you haven't read Normal People, like this is your sign. Pick it up. It's an amazing book. It's so short, but also the storyline is just amazing, and the characters are like unlikable but likable. I saw this one tweet about Niall that was like, Niall made us think we knew him, but we actually knew nothing about him. And I feel like that is almost like these characters, like they almost let you in, but then they back away. And I just feel like Normal People is tried and true Irish AF. Moving on to Louis. Louis girls, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anyone who is a Louis girl, but I also feel like I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that's because he was in a relationship most of One Direction, you know what I mean? Well, actually, I'm pretty sure the entire time he was in One Direction, he was in a relationship. So it's like, you know, when you're young and you're like, if I can't picture myself with, you know, someone, like if they're not single, then like what's the point of like having a crush? I saw this one Tumblr post and it was like, I can't believe One Direction doesn't have any ugly members. And then someone replied and was like, oh, did Louis die? My condolences. But listen, I personally don't think he's ugly, but I don't think he's like super cute. You know, like I think he's just a little short for my taste. So I was never a Louis girl, but I feel like if you were a Louis girl, then you were probably like a little, like you were the funny one, you know? Because he was goofy, he was funny. Like Niall didn't give a fuck, but Louis literally didn't give a fuck. So for my Louis girls, I'm gonna recommend Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me by Mindy Kaling. This book made me laugh out loud. I thought it was so funny. This was like one of the first memoirs I've ever read, and it did not disappoint. Like, she knows how to just like make you feel like you're her BFF, and she's just like reading you her diary. It was so intimate, I feel like, but also so funny. Like, she's so great. I can't wait for the day that Louis releases a memoir and just a tell-all and just tells us all the tea that happened during One Direction, because like that will be amazing. Because I feel like if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Louis. Because like Louis, I feel like would just be like, fuck everyone, I'm just gonna spill the tea. Okay, moving on to Liam. One of my friends was actually a Liam girl. And I feel like you guys are the most practical of the group, you know? Considering Liam is currently dating, I'm pretty sure she was a fan. Maya? I'm pretty sure Maya was a fan. Like, even though she's a model, but she was still a fan. So, I mean, if anyone I feel like would date a fan, it would have been Liam. Because Liam, you know, he was known as like the dad of the group. And so I feel like if you were attracted to him, you're attracted to like, you know, a little bit of stability, a little practical, you know, down to earth girls. So that's why I'm recommending The Flat Chair. This one is just, it's very cute, it's very wholesome, it's a wholesome story. It's just two strangers who, you know, the girl needed a place to stay, and then the guy put up a little listing for his bedroom, which this sounds weird when I say it, but like it's a cute story. So he puts up a listing for his room, and like they have opposite hours, so he works nights and then she, you know, obviously like works during the day, so he's not there during the night, and so they don't really meet until like midway through, and then you just see their chemistry unwind, and it's just cute. Like, it's not a spicy story, it's very wholesome, very like lovey-dovey. Okay, moving on to Zayn. Zayn, arguably the best looking member of One Direction. So if you're a Zayn girl, you have immaculate taste, because his face is just I'm speechless. He's so good looking. He is beautiful in every way. As you can tell, I was kind of a Zayn girl. Like, in the beginning I'm gonna talk about who I was, like, you know, what guy was my favorite at the very end, but in the meantime, Zayn girls, I feel like were your baddies, you know, the Bradford bad boy. I can't even say that without like half doing like a British accent, and I'm not gonna do a British accent on the internet because I have watched a lot of Love Island, but my accent is shit. And I know you guys are gonna make fun of me, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Bradford bad boy. No.
I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna, whatever. Anyway, I feel like Zayn girls, you know, they were into bad boys, into maybe the more quiet type, the more reserved. I feel like we didn't get to see Zayn to his fullest potential. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he was able to really come out of his shell, like in interviews and stuff. I'm gonna say that like you probably would like, you know, reserved guys, a little more shy. But I mean, I don't really know if he's actually like that, you know? Anyway, I feel like you guys would really enjoy Perfect Chemistry. This one, oh man, if you are into like the bad boy types, Perfect Chemistry is gonna be your shit. It's a little bit on like the outdated side, just because like I think it's taken place like in the early 2000s, where like they had flip phones and it was like high school during that time period. And given I haven't read it in a very long time, like I read it when I was younger, but I remember, like I can still vividly remember some of like the scenes, and it was hot. So yeah, definitely if you're a Zayn girl, check that out. Okay, last but not least, I know you've all been waiting for the one and only Harry Styles. Ooh, Harry, he's got that James Dean daydream look in his eye. Anyway, so if you were a Harry girl, I feel like you were most of the people in the One Direction fandom. Everyone, I feel like, was a Harry girl at heart, you know, but then like it really depended, you know, if he was in a relationship, what his hair looked like. Because I'm gonna be honest, when Harry had that long hair, I was like, good thing I'm a Niall girl. But then during like frat boy Harry years, I was like, here you go. I mean, he was also just like so charming. Like I feel like he took the reins in most of the interviews. I mean, even from like day one in the video diaries, like he was just so himself and like outgoing and just charming all around. And so it's like, how could you not? How could you not have a little crush? That is why I'm recommending you guys read. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this book. It's very niched. You can actually only find it on Wattpad. It's called After. No, I'm literally messing with you, mate. I'm literally messing. That's not the book I'm gonna recommend. I'm gonna recommend The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because that one, I don't know why, but this book just reminds me of Harry. This older woman who's like very famous, and she's doing like this like tell-all interview, and then goes through like all of her love interests, and I don't know why, but I just feel like that could be Harry. Like that could be Harry when he's like older and doing like a tell-all of like all his relationships. Yeah, I feel like if you're a Harry girl, you would like Evelyn Hugo. It's just such an interesting and captivating story that I feel like out of all the people that I know who have read it, have enjoyed it. So that's why I'm recommending it to you guys. As the video comes to a close, I know you are wondering, who is my favorite? Who did I like the most throughout One Direction? When I was like 14, when I first found them, I thought Zayn was like a god. I was like, woof, this man is the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. And then when I got into like, you know, a little bit older, and then Harry entered his like frat boy phase, I was like, Harry all the way. I was definitely a Harry girl for most of it. I was a Niall girl for a little bit when Harry had his long hair, just because I really did not vibe with the long hair, which I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on that, and that's okay. Because I was a Niall girl during that point and I didn't care. I was like, you know what? I have Niall, so Harry can grow out his hair as long as he wants. And I still love Harry Styles. I still love all of them. They will all, I feel like, have a special place in my heart from my, you know, teenage years of how much just random information I know about them too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. It goes something like this. Okay, I won't be singing for you guys.